Hi there! So, a new 7 star is going to come next week for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it's going to be none other than the 7 star Rillaboom, which has the normal Terra typing. So, if you're wondering, what Pokemon should I bring to easily solo or to easily beat this Rillaboom, then don't worry, I've got you covered. I've prepared 4 Pokemon in today's video that I think will be a great counter for this normal Terra type Rillaboom. So first of all, let's take a look at Rillaboom. So the 7 star Rillaboom is going to have the normal Terra type, which is a pretty good Terra type for a Terra Raid battle. Because normal Terra type is only weak to fighting type moves. Meanwhile, it is immune to ghost type moves. So don't bring ghost type moves. And Rillaboom also has access to normal and grass type moves and probably dark type moves. It may also have flying type moves to counter the fighting type weakness of normal Terra typing. But in today's video, I'll be going through 4 builds that is suitable to counter Rillaboom that don't have flying type moves. Meanwhile, I'll make another video containing 4 other Pokemons that could counter Rillaboom if it has the flying type move. So be sure not to miss it. And for Rillaboom, its hidden ability is Grassy Search, which is going to summon a grassy terrain upon entering the raid. So be prepared to be hit with a powered up grass type moves from Rillaboom. And it's going to be a physical attacker. So now let's continue to the first Pokemon build. So the first Pokemon build that I recommend is using Heracross, which will resist grass type moves and also dark type moves from Rillaboom. So, Heracross is going to have the health item Flame Orb, which is going to activate its ability. And for the Terra type, I recommend using Fighting Terra type so that you can power up your fighting move to deal super effective damage even more. Then it should be at level 100 with the Adamant Nature to boost its attack stats and the ability Guts. So, this ability will boost the attack of Heracross by 50%. When inflicted with status conditions. And this is where the Flame Orb comes to play, because Flame Orb will make Heracross gets the burn status, and Guts will increase the attack stat by 50%. And one unique trait of Guts is that Heracross will not take any damage if it is in the burn status. And then don't forget to if you train it in HP and attack, and also hyper train it in HP, attack, and defense, as Rillaboom is going to be a physical attacker. For the movesets, I recommend using Low Kick, the main attacking move, which will deal super effective damage. And then Swords Dance, to boost your attack stats by 2 every time you use it. And then Terra Blast, which is going to be fighting type moves when you have Terra Slash into the Terra type of fighting. So Terra Blast will be another option that will deal super effective damage too upon terastallizing. And last is going to be Iron Defense, which is to buff your own defense stats by +2 so that you can tank more hits from Rillaboom. Next is going to be a Pokemon that is only found in Pokemon Scarlet, and it's going to be Slitherwing, the paradox form of Volcarona. So for Slitherwing, it's going to resist grass and dark type moves from Rillaboom. And for the health item, I recommend bringing Booster Energy to activate its ability. And for the Terra type, I recommend using Fighting Terra type, because this is the only type that will deal super effective damage to Rillaboom. And then it's going to be at level 100 with the Adamant Nature to further boost its attack stats. And the ability is going to be Photosynthesis, which when combined with Booster Energy or in Harsh Sunlight, this will boost the Slitherwing's most proficient stat, and in this case, it's going to be its attack stats. And don't forget to if it train it in HP and attack, and also hyper train it in HP, attack, and also defense. As for the movesets, I recommend using Brick Break, which will be your main attacking moves, and then Morning Sun, which is a move that will restore HP based on weather. So if it's in Harsh Sunlight, not only it's going to activate the photosynthesis ability, this will also make Morning Sun heal more HP, around 2/3 of its maximum HP. Next is going to be Bulk Up, which is your buff moves to increase your attack stat and defense stats by 1 every time you use it. And lastly, it's going to be Sunny Day to activate the harsh sunlight. Third Pokemon that I recommend is using Chestnut. So Chestnut is also going to resist the grass and dark type moves from Rillaboom. And for the health item, it's going to be Shell Bell, which will recover HP every time you deal damage to Rillaboom. So for Chestnut, the Tera type that I recommend is using the Fighting Tera type, with it's at level 100 and the Adamant Nature to further boost its attack stats. And the ability is bulletproof, so actually any ability is fine. But if you have captured Chestnut from the 7-star rate event, then its ability is going to be bulletproof. So this is the default ability for Chestnut if you catch it in the raid. And then don't forget to EV train it in HP and attack, and also hyper train it in HP, attack, and also defense. As for the movesets, I recommend bringing Hammer Arm, which is going to deal massive amount of damage, even though every time you use it, you're going to lower your speed by 1. And Chestnut is a pretty slow Pokemon to begin with, so I think this is actually fine. And next is Drain Punch, which is an incredible fighting type move, because not only Drain Punch will deal super effective damage to Rillaboom, it also will recover HP. The third move is going to be Belly Drum, which will automatically increase your attack stats to +6, but this will make you lose 50% HP, and this is where Drain Punch is pretty good, because after that you can deal super effective damage with Drain Punch while recovering some HP back. And then the last move is going to be Iron Defense, to boost your defense by +2 stages every time you use it. And then last but not least, the fourth Pokemon is going to be Galarian Zapdos. This Galarian Zapdos will also resist grass and dark type moves from Rillaboom. And for the health item, it should be Shell Bell, to recover HP every time you deal damage to Rillaboom. And the Tera type for Galarian Zapdos that I recommend is using the Fighting Tera type, and it should be at level 100 with the Adamant Nature and the ability Defiant. So this ability, which is Defiant, is going to be a pretty good ability if Rillaboom has a debuff moves that lower your stats, because Defiant will make your stats be boosted every time you get lowered. So this is a pretty good ability to have. Then don't forget to EV train it in HP and attack, and also hyper train it in HP, attack, and defense. As for the movesets, I recommend using Close Combat, because instead of lowering defense and special defense every time you use it, because of the ability Defiant, your defense and special defense stats will actually get boosted. Next is Thunderous Kick, which is also a great move, because besides dealing super effective damage to Rillaboom, this will also lower Rillaboom's defense by 1. And then bulk up your buff moves to increase your attack stats by 1 and also your defense stats by 1. And the last move is going to be Taunt, which will make Rillaboom unable to use status moves or buff move or debuff moves and only attacking moves. So this will make Rillaboom not being able to summon Grassy Terrain. So those are the 4 Pokemon that I think will be a great counter for Rillaboom if it doesn't have the flying type moves. So from these 4, which do you think will be the best Pokemon that could counter Rillaboom? Or besides these 4, if you have any other Pokemon builds that you think will be a great counter for Rillaboom too, then don't hesitate to share it with me in the comment section down below. And if you find this video helpful, then don't forget to Psybeam that subscribe button. And with that, good luck in defeating Rillaboom. And also thank you for watching, and see you when I see you.